Hello, 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 my friends. Thank you for joining me tonight as we take a deep breath. Hold it. Push it down to your stomach and let it out very slowly through your nose without making a noise. One more time. Doing that will open up the channels, your spinal fluids, and the cerebral fluids that run along the bottom of your spine all the way to your brain. Anyways, thank you for joining me to take this time to catch a breath within our very busy, hectic lifestyle, bombarded by elements to distract and stimulate our senses. There is just so much stimulation of our mind and our eyes, ears throughout the day. We really need to take a breather, take a pause, especially right before we go to sleep, to take in words of wisdom, written by one of the most wisest men to walk on earth. Proverbs chapter 7. Another warning about immoral women. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your fingers as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman. From listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. While I was at the window of my house, looking through the curtain, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight in the evening, as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him, seductively dressed and sly of heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. She is often in the streets and markets soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed him. And with a brazen look she said, "I've just made my peace offering chains and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets with colored sheets of Egyptian linen. I've perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our fill of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses, for my husband is not home. He's away on a long trip. He's always on a long trip. He has taken a wallet full of money with him and won't return until later this month. So, she seduced him with her very pretty speech and enticed him with her flattery. He followed her at once, like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, awaiting the arrow that would pierce its heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your hearts stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den of death. Amen. Another warning of the immoral woman. Yes, a guy's test in life is a woman. For most guys, anyways. It's very important to not be so seduced. It only takes one bad decision to ruin your life. But it's so hard, right? I mean, can you imagine this kind of thing? These kind of temptations, yes. In the more lesser degree, you can say that we're bombarded with this kind of temptation, by the sheer accessibility of our phone and the internet. But this situation kind of reminds me of certain things, like when you walk through like the streets of Thailand or something, those very party streets, where they have those like girls always like tempting you and stuff. I've never been there before, but I've seen some videos where there's so many like girls just lingering around in those bar streets and stuff. Like, it kind of reminds me of that. Of course, I've never really been tempted in this way to the degree degree where a woman will just like pull you in, and start flirting with you like promiscuously. Wow, I don't know. That's just funny. I don't know. But I don't know. I would just run kind of scared because I'm just a very shy guy. This kind of stuff happens, I would just be scared. I was just like, what the freaks? I'd run out. But still, like it said, gotta be careful. Seems like it's more than just about this. The woman in this passage is about a married woman trying to seduce because her husband is away. Yeah, oh, definitely, that's bad. That's definitely ensnaring you into a trap. These kind of things that just happen. Yeah, it's very, from where I come from, it's very unrealistic. Especially married women. I've never had to deal with something like that before. In terms of like personally. I guess I don't go out much to know this kind of things, but still. Even still, to the lesser degrees, yes, as a guy, we all have to resist. Make the wrong choices, then we pay for it. The pleasure that you enjoy now, you will have to pay for it sometime down the line. As a male, a woman will constantly test you, to pull you, and test your morality and sense of morality to see if you fall, just like Eve pulled Adam in to make him fall. That is a test. Unfortunately, that's how Eve was built. She will constantly try to test you. But as a man, you must stay steady the course. And that's where these kind of verses, the wisdom that is found in Proverbs, can guide you and light your path. Well, anyway, enough gentle ramblings. I hope that these words permeate through the channels of your soul, channels of your shadow, inner shadow deep within, to bring about positive, good changes into your life, to help you become the person you are to be. Well, my friends, thank you for those who subscribed and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Have a good night.